Shananam, aloha. So today is Kalashtami and was inspired to make this video now. And the synchronicities that has happened is a huge blessing, including meeting a dog named Kala just before starting this recording, and his brother Grayson and the mother Chloe. That Kala had two different color eyes, and it was just so beautiful. Well, I'm making this video because of celebrating Kalashtami and the powers of Mahadeva, as well as other things, right? So with the powers of Mahadeva, there is interloka travel. That is historically recorded with Nachiketa visiting Yama, as well as King Kakudni and his daughter Revati Kakudni, who interloka traveled to visit Brahma. So since we're talking about that, I'm going to read the story. According to the Bhagavad Purana and the Vishnu Purana, Kakudni's daughter Revati was so beautiful and accomplished that when she reached a marriageable age, she could find no man worthy of her. Hence, he went to Satyaloka to seek an audience with Brahma to seek his advice about a suitable husband for his daughter. When the two arrived, Brahma was listening to a musical performance by the Gandharvas, Haha and Huhu. So they waited patiently until the performance was finished. Then Kakudni bowed humbly and made his request, presenting his short list of candidates. Brahma smiled and explained to the king that many successions of ages had passed on earth while they had been listening to the singers at his realm. He stated that the 28th age of Manvantara was presently upon them, and that all of his candidates for husbands were now long gone, and so were their descendants. He advised Kakudni to find another husband for Revati. King Kakudni was overcome with astonishment upon hearing this news. However, Brahma comforted him and informed him that Vishnu, the preserver deity, was currently incarnated on earth in the forms of Krishna and Balarama. He recommended Balarama as a worthy husband for Revati. Kakudni and Revati then returned to earth, which they regarded as having left only just a short while ago. They were shocked by the changes that had taken place. Not only had the landscape and environment changed, but over the intervening 27 Chaturyugas, mankind was at a lower level of development than in their own time. The Bhagavad Purana describes that they found the race of men had become dwindled in stature, reduced in vigor, and enfeebled in intellect. Their city of Kushastali was now called Dwaraka. The duo found Balarama and proposed the marriage, which was accepted. Finding his bride to be taller than him, Balarama is stated to have taped her on the head of his plow, which reduced her to the average size of humans of that age. So, it gets very difficult even for me, right? On many levels. But with the interloka travel of Kakudmi and Revata, they had to do tapas and all these things to be able to go to visit Satyaloka, which is Brahma, as well as Nachiketa. Nachiketa had to do tapas to go and visit Yama, and that interloka travel to visit Yama. I gravitate to those two stories because of the inauthenticities that I have accepted to be Nachiketa and make righteous. That can get very challenging, particularly when this and that conversations happen with Paramashiva himself. So why, this is how it's coming out, okay? So why is it a huge boon to attend Paramashivoham and be a keyboard warrior for your boons, right? That's all you gotta do is show up and be a keyboard warrior for the boons that you want with full, authentic integrity in will persistence, right? Because you get to sit with Paramashiva himself, right? Just by attending, you get to sit with Paramashiva himself and just go ahead and type your boons in and poof, you are blessed. So you don't have to go to Brahma or go to Yama. You get to sit with Paramashiva himself. So in that request that I have, because I have that prayer for eternal marriage, my birthright, that Paramashiva and Devi Paramashiva Shakti, Parashakti, my cosmic mother and father, and my birthright for eternal marriage, right? Monogamous, eternal marriage. On all kinds of levels, and the kinds of boons that I want are why not, right? And you're going to test you in the will persistence, and they also test you with all of these other logics. And so for me, some of the logics that are being suggested, because I only take it as a suggestion, right, in a conversation, are a dharma that is in not alignment, my authentic integrity of my dharma as a proposal, which I decline continuously, right? And so what am I looking for? Because as I see it, right, there's all these videos, TikTok videos or whatever of, you know, why are you still single, right? One is like the bag of chips and crush it. This is this many people on planet Earth, 8 billion people. And then all of these, you know, half our children, half our, or whatever, all of these other excuses of that. And so I'm also going to do my own version, which because all of it, for even Paramashiva or Kalaverva, you know, one life, one human life is like a cricket fart in a tornado. It really is. And so, on the timeline of eternity, literally sandcastles on shore break, right? cute. You wanna do this and that. So for my version of it, I put up 8 pillars or sandcastles to represent the 8 billion people on planet Earth currently. Oh, hello, birdie. Hello. Hello. Cute little sparrow. So there's 8 billion people on planet Earth. So that's why I have 8 billion sandcastle towers. In that 8 billion, based off of my research or whatnot, there seems to be a percentage of them, 1%, which is 80 million people, are vegans, right? So, of this 8%, 80 million is like really nothing. So I'm just gonna grab this right here. Let's just say that is 80 million people right here. Now hopefully you can see this. And I'm going to double check the camera so we can see how much space I have to work with this. Oh yeah, we got space. We got space. Alright, so let's see that of the 8 billion people on planet Earth, 80 million are vegan, right? So of that 80 million, right, let's just say half of them are children. So we're gonna go, half of them are children. Oh, by the way, because it's Kalashtami, this lemon here, Kalaberba's favorite, is my offering to Kalaberba in this video. To boon bless me, always boon bless me. Okay, so half of them are children, right? Half of them are children. The other half are male bodies. Male bodies. So we're gonna take this a step further, ladies, because I'm trying to raise the argument. So thereby all of those suggestions being made to me with a dharma or a karma, I'm standing up, pushing it down and being like, yeah, that does not, we don't impose any kind of religious beliefs to people on Jupiter, right? It's the same thing. Don't bring those kind of belief systems and laws and rules, because they don't apply to me because of what I'm saying, my level of integrity and raising the consciousness of humanity. So now we're left with the males. Let's just say some of them are choosing to be sannyasis, right? Monks. By the way, only integrity exists, not sannyas or grahasta. Okay? That doesn't exist. There's only integrity because it's a vibration. So, whatever that is, so there's the sannyasis. And then there are the ones that are questionable mental capacities, right? The developmental capacities. I have to take that into consideration. Right? Who are capable of we in dialogue. And thus far, I find that very difficult. So a vast majority of them, just with that alone, rule themselves out because they're not capable. They're not. Okay, so I'm left with like this. And then even with that, because I'm a power manifester, I initiate and train third eye Kundalini, and the capacity for, at the very least, telepathy is required for me. That kind of like gets removed so many, right? And then, right? Because, you know, you meet shamans, kahunas, whatever you want to call them, gurus. Many of them have telepathic capacities. I mean, there's 460 powers, so, you know, that's just one of them. And meet many of them. So, and then in that, who is not participating in contracts and those structures. That kind of like leaves me thoroughly disappointed and disgusted. So like, let's just say that goes like that. So what am I left with? Possibly, because I have not met every person or whatnot and the things that I ask and request for. So I'm left with that. Like enough, it's not even a thumbnail, because it is said just to have a human body, it's like the possibility is like the grains of soil on your thumbnail. This is like a pinky, not a thumbnail, a pinky. So I'm left with this many. Now, you know, there are some of these videos being made where they scatter all of that on the map, right? On a map. So what they do is do this and then start sprinkling it. But for me, right, this is just one planet, which is just a speckle of a dust on here, you know. This is Bhuloka, right? Planet Earth is Bhudevi, but Bhuloka is this whole thing. And then you have all of those things all scattered around the cosmos, right? So I have a feeling, for me, I gotta like sprinkle that all over here. Well, why do I say I need to go all the way to like other planets and stuff? Because, you know, there are stories out there when you start seeking that, oh, it's all alien races commingling with the humans or monkeys or whatever. Okay, so I'm also not disregarding those possibilities, right? Just like the flat earthers, those who believe in the flat earth most likely only heard sections and portions of the multi-dimensions of the universe taught by Paramashiva and saw their, maybe either heard of it or saw the diagrams of it where it would be perceived as the earth is flat. And then I also, you know, say, well, because I'm not NASA and I can't take people out into the atmosphere and show them personally, well, that's going to be soon. We'll have like space travel, right? SpaceX or whatever. So that also can be, you know, taken care of or whatever. But in all of that, that's what I'm faced with. And so I asked Paramashiva. I asked for my boots and very firm about it. And because of my my dharma, which does not include all these other dharmas where they have hierarchical constructs, they have contracts, right? What is that? Trusts are contracts. Treaties are just contracts. Global Peace Treaty is actual factual humanitarian law, not some book written by some guy, like for serious. You have all of these people with their predatory entrapment strategies, withholding information, no full upfront disclosure. It's everywhere, and I require that. That's authentic integrity, right? Well, what are we talking about? And so I'm over here and just being like, oh, okay, you have all of these nepotistic, right? Even nepotism cannot, I don't even, that doesn't apply to me either. Nepotism, it's either, you gotta do what's right? No nepotism. Yeah. What do? Raise the bar of the argument, then all of that, oh, because you're a daughter. No. Oh, hell no. Don't you pigeonhole me, trap me in all of that? I don't think so. I mean, given there's so many things I'd like to share about my particular situation and all of the inauthenticities on every level, all the way up and down, that I'm over here just being like, okay, so we can peacefully coexist. I'm not going to tell my neighbors what to do, right? If they're going to run their household or their kingdom, that's great, awesome. You can go do that. But I don't believe in handicapping people from their full Ishwaraness, right? Paramashiva, right? Meaning being equipped, right? With individual ecclesiastical court or state, which also is a court, individual self-governed sovereignty, and the body is a homestead. So because these are standards, this is not going above and beyond, right? And a vast majority of people, I have yet to see that being empowered without any kind of fearing, greed, self-preserving, whatever, right? Because all of that is not cosmic law. It's not. So on Kalashtami, this is what I'm doing to celebrate powers, Paramashiva himself. Celebrating myself with honor and respect of my source of my first person and my Guru Parampara, which is merging multiple lineages as well, right? That just happens. So anybody not allowing every single person to be their ecclesiastical state, individual ecclesiastical state, self-governed, sovereign, and legally on all levels, I cannot cruise and vibe there. I know can't, because my brain just goes nuts. I can't live in that vibrational field. And those who enter into my field will get equally crushed. So, I just trust. I trust. You either trust or you don't. It is or it isn't. You either trust or you don't. I mean, including my lifestyle from the get of what I'm embarking on in my pure seeking. Donation only. Up until about, I think it was March, it was exclusively just food. But there are costs around that can't be shied around. And I will say this, my mother, stage 4 cancer, finally made it so that I can take care of her. For the most part, I would say 99% has been the exclusive supporting force. Yet all these posers trying to what do you say? Tongue-tied. So I'm gonna stop there. This, that, this, that, this, that, this, that. You get third eye? There you go. So, even that, I trust, full trust, that it will be just simply taken care of no matter what. And not moving. Because why? Paramashiva, he plays chicken. He playing chicken with me, and I'm not chicken because it either is or it isn't. And finish. If it isn't, awesome. If it is, awesome. Because why? Seekers of Satya. Satya. What is the truth? What is the truth? Shake it up and see what happens, right? So, with that, what I'm gonna do is all of these lingas, right? And these individual atmas here, do a lemon abhishekam for all of these beings, to give them blessing and boons. Right? Bless all of them. Shiva. Om Namah Shivaya. Right? Bless all of these people. All of these people for a breakthrough. Cosmic global breakthrough. Yeah, there goes the breakthroughs. Please bless everyone with a breakthrough, planet Earth breakthrough. Especially my family, my vibe tribe. We got this. We got this. We gonna breathe. We gonna breathe. We gonna breathe. We gonna breathe. We gonna breathe through this, because you ain't going nowhere. I ain't going nowhere. Something's gonna have to happen. A breakthrough has to happen. It has to happen. A peaceful coexistence. I'm not saying no, right? Especially in the kind of things I gotta continuously just sit in and listen to. So yeah. We're at Mokuola, ancient Hawaiian temple, which is a pu'uhonua, right? City of refuge. blessings for all of everything to just somehow manifest, right? For me, for you, whatever it is that you want to toss to. May you be blissful, whatever that is, right? It doesn't matter. There's no right, wrong, good, bad. Those are just vested interest perspectives. And so even for me, no vested interest, just right fits, right? Just right fits. Is that all? Is that all? Attend Paramashiva every day. Yeah. It's free. Online spiritual retreat. Getting blessings and boons. Go be that keyboard warrior. Right? I go there to strum on the last nerve of Paramashiva like a rock star. Right? Let's go. Let's go. We're gonna change and raise the argument. Raise the baseline standard. Baseline standard. I don't see that anywhere. That's my baseline standard. So that we can raise the future on our shoulders, right? Baseline where I stand, right? If Paramashiva, if I was Paramashiva telling Vishnu and Brahma, right? Where's my feet? My feet stand there. Individual ecclesiastical state, self-governed sovereign's body is a homestead. If you want to talk about in legal words, right? My feet, the guru feet, standing there so that I can put the future on my shoulders. Yeah, that's the vision. My holy seed, right? And I never, ever, ever will take sannyas. Why? I will always take female form eternally, being the last guardian of the temple of life, and that goes for every woman. Every woman. If you have a female body, you're a walking temple of life, more sacred than all temples, churches, holy places, and human achievement combined. More holy than that. And we are the last guardians of the future. And so, with that, please join me in raising the standard of what is expected. Right? Mutual honor and respect. So, one more thing. Respect is the side effect of love. It is not the cause of love. In order to gain respect, you must love somebody and want to understand them. Instead of steamrolling them with your agenda, grabbing and taking, and steamrolling. The vast majority of people do that, nor are they, there's a lot of people, especially like SGI, talk about victory over violence, but fundamentally, yeah, since we're gonna go there, we're gonna go there. So, victory over violence, right? If there is no capacity for listening and we in dialogue, all of that is just hype, rhetoric, and one-liners being sold, right? As well as the karmas that my mother has been subjugated to. We understand that human capacity has to raise, right? But when it comes down to home wrecking and causing suffering upon my own mother by other women because they're still lost in the patriarchal brainwashing, right? I'm here gonna wash all of that. So, and I grasp that even that is all patriarchy, all of it. Because why? The men benefit. They're only thinking about them, and then they use emotional, verbal violence, social violence, social straitjacketing violence, using words when there is no actual care, none, only grabbing and taking. So I'm gonna end there because that's for those who want to know. They can ask Agni. They can ask, meditate with Agni, and then they'll know what it is that not just me, but my mother having to endure. But every woman would know, right? Because it's dealing same stuff. And there is, as Ardhanarishwara, right? There is no gender. It's both. We all are have masculine and feminine expressions. And so any pigeonholing or no, I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't. There's so many things I can't do. Can't do. Just can't. Well, that's what it is. That's what it is. I done. Raw, unedited. This is just what it's done. I just don't post it because, you know, get all of this too much perfectionisms or whatever, and you know, homeschoolers, we don't have that. If you're going to shuffle, we're going to shuffle, and this is shuffling, right? Honor and respect as it is, as it is. Yeah. Yeah. Donation only. Lifestyle. I am looking for a va'a if anybody wants to bless me and my mission of a global peace treaty. I'm looking for that. Nice big one. Really nice big one. Did ask. Oh, we'll see what happens, right? Anything else? Let's raise the standard. Raise the standard. It's not even raising. It's not raising. It's putting the bar back where it was. Right? What is that? Satya Yuga. What I'm talking about is Satya Yuga. Satya Yuga is where mothers are encouraged, empowered to third eye Kundalini initiate through umbilical cord initiation. So all live powers from day one without discrimination, bias, nepotism, or strategic nepotism, which is contracts, corporations. Your birth certificate is a corporation, trusts are corporations, companies are corporations, nations are larger corporations. And all it is just different kinds of paperwork. You just do your paperwork, right? For that registry or whatever, and who's watching that registry? Somebody was not God, or else it would be standard basic knowledge, empowered knowledge, right? Just like the Blackfoot tribe and Maslow's hierarchy of needs, and that inversion and that distortion, cultural misappropriation, intellectual theft, desecration, cultural desecration, not just them, but for Hinduism as well. So yeah, yoga is the most desecrated one for Hindus, right? Authentic yoga requires 12 components for each pose, and if your yoga teacher can't tell you what power you express with that pose, you better change your yoga teacher. And they gotta prove their power manifesting with that. Well, with that, may you be blessed. Yeah, I think I'm done. Aloha.